Please say hello to Demi Lovato as she makes her way up. Looking gorgeous.
Yes, girl, work that dress.
No heart attacks. Demi, this is Danny and intern John. You can sit right there in the red chair. We got you a nice little bouquet.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Wonderful. You look absolutely ravishing. I was trying to think about what you'd be wearing today with your big day in DC and all.
Yes. Well, this is what it is.
Yeah. Louboutins or this? Oh no, they got the red bottom for the Louboutins.
Yeah. No, these are Saint Laurent.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I love that. Well, congratulations on. Well, let's back up. You're in DC specifically because you're an award recipient.
Yes, I am in DC. I actually am here today. I received a special recognition award from Secretary Sebelius on raising the awareness of children's mental health.
Yeah. And not only is today a big day for you, but Tuesday coming up.
Yes.
Album.
Yes.
Look
What?
at that.
Yay!
We were just talking about unlocking songs and how cool it is that you're kind of really truly involving fans and.
Yeah, no, it's a fun process. A lot of people have heard the album now.
Yeah.
And that makes me more excited because hopefully, those people will tell their friends, hey, you got to go listen to this, go check it out. And yeah, we're trying something new this year.
I mean, now with Twitter and Facebook and stuff, you really can be much more interactive with people that truly love you and appreciate your message, and giving them the ability to unlock stuff beforehand really builds the excitement. I know with the winners that we have here today, they were super excited this morning about the ability to spend some time with you. So we really do appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
With regard to the album coming out on Tuesday, I mean, the reviews on it are fantastic. You have people like Ryan Tedder comparing you to say better pipes than Kelly Clarkson, I think was.
He said that?
Yes.
That's so cool.
Dude, does that stuff? It doesn't faze you?
No. I just reacted.
I know
that phases me. That's so cool.
I would think with all the with all the TV and the other stuff too. Do you get nervous when it comes to putting albums and stuff out like that? I mean,
I'm very, very nervous. I mean, there's like a certain feeling that you get before you put out an album that you're just like, okay, like whatever happens, happens. You know, I put a lot of work into this album, and so obviously I want it to do the best that it can possibly do, but also knowing that like if it doesn't do well, it's not the end of the world, So I don't know. Mainly, sometimes I have to like stop thinking about that, and then I just have to think about how lucky am I to be able to make music for a living and like have people listen to it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think it's more than listening to it too. I think based on our experience with your fans too, I think it's much more of a kind of a bond with you.
Yeah. I have a really, really strong connection with my fans.
And the Twitter following is insane.
So when you were in the studio and you were recording, was there one song that right at the end of it, as you're recording it, you were like, this is magic, this is the one I know, this is the one I love, this is the one I know everyone's going to love, so we can look for it?
I feel like with Nightingale, that was possibly one of my favorite songs. Heart Attack was another one. But there's been so many songs, and every time, I've been listening to it for the past couple months, and so it's crazy to me that it's being released on Tuesday and people are just now hearing it, because I've been like jamming to this for months now.
Right.
And yeah, so there's tons of songs that like maybe I'll it'll not be my favorite for a couple weeks, and then I'll hear it again, and I'm like, oh, that was a really good song. That's why it's on the album. So there's definitely several songs that I'm really, really proud of.
Let me do this. Let's get a couple questions because I know your fans want to take pictures with you too. We have to get you to a train in Union Station. Where's Raina? Cruz is our night show host and also our legs.
Hi. I just want to say I'm a huge fan of yours, and congratulations on everything that you've done.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you how it feels to judge other singers when you're on X Factor.
Oh, great question.
It feels really kind of weird to judge other singers, especially when they're older than you, or you have to tell somebody that's like 20, 30 years older than you that they suck. Like, I feel it's weird. It's like I feel like I don't want to disrespect the person at the same time because they're older, but at the same time, like I'm there to do a job. But I don't know. I'm really straightforward. I just speak what's on my mind. The only weird part is that there's always that voice in the back of my head that's like, well, you're not always on pitch. Well, you didn't always choose the right outfit. And it's just like, I just kind of want to be like, oh my God, shut up. Like, and yeah.
Do you ever find yourself applying that filter to like your stuff where you're like, okay, I need to just back down one notch just a little bit? I'm, you judge them on the fact that we're all human beings and there's a little imperfection in everybody.
Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, so if you tell me to point out somebody's flaws, then I will do it, and especially with myself. That's what's been really dangerous in the past. But like, for me, it's like I have to realize that we are human and we're not always going to be perfect. It's like finding that balance of like, okay, what's acceptable to let fly and like what needs to be fixed.
As someone who's a perfectionist, you find doing creative material difficult because do you ever find a sense of being done with it officially, or you're like, oh, well, I could tweak, I could adjust?
There are times where that's what's also dangerous about having your album months before other people do, is because I have these tweaks, and sometimes I'll say something, and I have a really, really awesome A&R guy at my label, and his name's Mio, and so sometimes I would say, Mio, like, I really don't like that, and he's like, Demi, just sit on it, just think about it for a second, and then come back to me because here's my views on it, and then I'm like, oh, that's why I'm not my own label.
That's right.
Yeah, and it makes sense. And so sometimes I think I know better than I actually do.
Do you find yourself with OCD tendencies sometimes when you're like that?
Absolutely.
Biggest OCD tendency?
Yes, absolutely. When I was younger, mainly not so much anymore. Like sometimes I have these like little ritual things, like the way that I brush my teeth or this or that, and then I've been telling myself to like stop. So I've been practicing not doing that.
Oh, one of the big ones is the radio always has to be on an even number or an odd number for some people, and like when you're turning it up, you could listen to Heart Attack at 14 and 16.
No. You got it
but
at
not
20.
15.
20.
20, yeah.
There you go.
So with X Factor, now we know that Britney's leaving and L.A. Reid are leaving. We know Simon is in charge, but if you were in charge, who would be sitting next to you at the judging table?
Simon he is in charge, but he's actually really awesome. He like wants to hear my feedback, and he loves it when I tell him ideas. I think that, I would probably lose my cool if Lady Gaga or like Katy Perry, I think those two people would just be awesome. But then you could go the other route too and like think about legends like Cher or Madonna, somebody like that. And I don't know, there's so many people that I would die to have on the panel.
This week, Cher has an album coming out too. And Cher said she doesn't listen to her own music. She doesn't like her own music. But she knows how to make hits for...
Cher.
Okay. In a thong on a aircraft carrier. Cher.
Okay.
Says that she doesn't like listening to her own stuff. And I always found that to be surprising because, when you're in a creative mode, I could see how, because like you said before, you're your own kind of critic.
I used to be like that. I used to never listen to my own music. And then I just had to like take a step back and say, okay, because I always thought like, oh, what a loser, he's listening to his own music. And now it's kind of like, and that's why I forget all the lyrics to my songs, because I never listen to them when I'm not performing them. But I think now it's like I've made music that I'm really proud of, and I just want to play all the time, and that's why I do it. I may look like a douchebag, like listening to my own music in my car, but I'm so proud of it. And Cher may not listen to her own music, but she listens to mine. She told me she's a Lovato.
Yeah.
Just saying. Coolest thing ever.
Is there anybody like that other than Cher that you've been like, you listen to my stuff, this is incredible?
Yeah, anytime that I talk to Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is so cool.
She's super adorable. She's like you. You guys kind of have a lot of the same personality traits. You're both laid back and kind of...
We're both from the same area in Texas.
I wonder if it's the water or the climate.
Yeah, it's the water.
The state, perhaps. Where's Paulette? I want to grab... Oh, Paulette, there you go. What's your question for Demi?
Who or what inspired you to write your song?
I base all of my songs off of personal experiences. So whether they're from things that have happened this year or years ago, I will write about them, and it's hard to pinpoint, and say this song is about so-and-so, because sometimes I sing it and it's about a totally different person. So it's whatever is fitting in that moment, but I'm inspired to write about my songs by personal experiences that really draw a lot of emotion out of me, and then I have to be able to say, okay, you know what, in order to deal with this, I need to get it out, and this is the only way I know how to let go of things.
When you're a celebrity and the paparazzi are everywhere, and you have people like Justin Bieber, who's, for whatever reason, they want to shed him in a terrible light right now, and you have people like Miley Cyrus who are all over Twitter and things seem bad, how do you stay balanced, and how do you avoid those situations, since the paparazzi sometimes seems like they're out to get you?
My team actually changed my Twitter password for a while, so if I wanted to tweet anything, I would have to text it to my manager.
Oh, that's great.
Because I was totally that girl that was like, man, I'm mad at somebody, I'm gonna tweet about it. Mm-hmm. And so I have people around me that are very, very hands-on when it comes to being in charge of me, and because I've obviously made some stupid decisions, and a lot of them have gotten me kind of thankfully and not thankfully to a place that I'm in today. I had to go through a lot in order to learn that I was wrong. So I just have I have a team around me where literally if I'm talking about, myself, or I'm being rude or something, I have, my manager or someone will be like, you're acting really self-centered today, get over yourself. And I'm like, whoa. And it may suck in the moment, but it's so true. And I think a lot of people don't have those people around them.
I see an app possibility here where you make a little Demi Lovato app where if somebody's acting out, you push the button, it's like, you're being rude, but it's your face on the thing that says it 99 cents per download. I
don't think you want that. I don't think
I'd love to.
I'm a really harsh, tough love. So.
But I think there's something to be said about, nowadays sometimes coddling. Kids won't get graded with red pens anymore because red hurts some feelings for kids. But I think that at least from have you heard this rumor? Have you heard this?
No.
Schools, what state was it? Massachusetts. They're not grading with red pens anymore because
hurts feelings.
Red hurts feelings.
Yeah.
You know what hurts feelings? Failing.
Yes.
Okay. It's gonna happen. Get over it.
I'm telling
See
you.
what I mean? This is why I'm not good with stuff like that.
This is why you
perfect.
need an app. You know what hurts, kid? Failing, and then you're like, oh, perfect. Let me just get another question or two. Where's Daniela? Real quick. Okay, perfect. Cruz, sorry to keep running back to this corner. I apologize. What's your question for Demi?
First of all, I'm a huge fan also, and I love your new album.
Thank
I've been listening
you.
to it nonstop. But when did you know that you wanted to sing?
I knew that I wanted to sing. Several points in my life, I knew that I wanted to sing, and it was very, very early on. So there were times where, knowing that I wanted to sing happened around the same time that I learned how to use the toilet. I just always knew that this is what I wanted to do. One, because my mom is a singer, so I grew up around her singing. And then two, once I started singing, there was no turning back. And of course, my drive, I was the little 5-year-old that was like, oh, I'm gonna be the next Shirley Temple, because that's when I set my mind to something, that's what I do. And so I realized that it's not that easy. So here I am today, but I knew I wanted to sing when I was really, really young.
That's another button on the app. It's not that easy.
It's not that easy. Yeah,
I'm telling you, we've already gotten half the thing done already.
You know what's a good one?
What?
A lot of people will complain to me or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm having such a hard day or whatever, and it's make a gratitude list. Name 5 things that you're grateful for, and that is what keeps me sane.
At this very moment, 5 things you're grateful for.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm thankful for my fans who have shared their incredible experiences with me. I'm thankful for the fact that I was able to put out an album that's being released next week, that I get to do this for a living, that I'm here with you guys, that I have my family and my health.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for Secretary Sebelius.
Yes.
I'm thankful for my team that's in the room. I'm thankful for everything. The fact that this is going to be on probably your your website.
Oh, no doubt, yeah, absolutely.
And that I could, there's like, it could go to like, I'm thankful I have something over my head right now
Sure.
because it's raining outside,
Yes.
So many things that you take for granted. I'm thankful that I have toes.
Yeah.
Something
Yes.
I'm sure you haven't thought about today, and you take them for granted.
Exactly.
Thank your toes tonight. Here, another button. Thank your toes.
Thank your toes.
Listen, congratulations on Demi out
Thank
on
you.
Tuesday.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You're such a sweetheart, and your fans were so excited to be able to have a chance to sit down and talk with you, and really appreciate your time.
Well, thank you for being here and for liking my music and supporting me.
Wonderful. I'm glad we scrapped the outside interview, because then we wouldn't have anything over our heads, and it'd be
Oh, that would
raining.
have been really weird.
Hair would be all messed up, and it'd be just
Then I
crazy.
wouldn't be grateful for anything.
No, there's only one thing on my list.